Hello, this is Surfer Ghost here with a new video on maintenance for the KJW GBB-614. This is the gas blowback gun. I'm gonna need to maintain it right now. I've got my silicone spray right here. Now this is 100% silicone. It's a 50mm bottle. Got it on Amazon for 10 bucks. I suggest that you get it from Amazon or from a retailer that can sell you cheaper. Do not go for the cheap kind. Definitely go for the 100% because with the guns like these, if you use any type of lot lower concentrate of silicone, it's going to damage the gun. Okay, so I'm going to take off the top here. Take the safety. Okay, so we got this part right now. I'm going to take this out, the spring. Okay, there you go. Alright, so we got this out. Now I'm going to push out the muzzle. Or the barrel, I mean, my bad. Alright, so we've got right here a lot of moving parts. All I'm going to do is get my silicone spray. I'm going to spray a little bit in here. Alright. Alright, got a little bit in there. Cool stuff. Alright, so I'm also going to look at in here. Got to go for the trigger. Now the triggers, what the components are in here for the triggers and stuff. Spray some in here. Oops, a little bit splashed back there. Alright, you also want to get the safety a little bit. Cool stuff. Okay, you're also going to need a Q-tip for this, just to rub the silicone a little bit. Because you definitely don't want your gun to stay dry, especially after a skirmish. You want to keep your gun lubed up for use. Because if you don't, what's going to happen, it doesn't matter if your gun is made out of metal or not, it will break. And it will break very badly. And you do not want that. Alright, so I'm going to now get the top. And we're going to spray a little bit of silicone in here. Alright, now we're going to add a little bit more on the edges right here. Okay, so we're going to get some parts in here. Want to rub it around the edge a little bit. Make sure it's evenly spread. You definitely don't want your gun breaking, so doing maintenance like this and making sure it's lubed up is incredibly useful, because you will get your gun will maintain a great level of performance, and you will notice it's just going to be a better gun overall compared to people that don't look after their guns, because these guns are pretty fragile. They might look sturdy, but if you don't take good care of them, they do break up. Alright, so I'm getting it all up here because there's going to be a lot of moving parts around this area. I get a little bit in here. Alright. I put a little silicone down the barrel. Just need to make sure that it's all good. And my suggestion is, after a skirmish, like an airsoft war, you definitely want to lube your gun up, clean it out a little bit, because after an airsoft war, you're probably going to go through like 3 or 4 mags, maybe, and that can really ruin your gun, especially if it's like continuous use. Because CO2, what CO2 does, it freezes up any plastic internals, or in general just the metal internals too, and that causes some wear and tear. You know, let me just get around up here too. This is pretty important that we keep this through that. And what you might want to do is, after you've done this, is get a towel, and any bits of silicone that's on the outside of the gun where your hands are going to go, you might want to just wipe it down a little bit. I'm going to spray some more up in here. There you go. Alright, so I got a little bit more silicone than I probably wanted on me. Actually, let me get the spring right now. It's pretty important that we... Alright, so now we got this. What I'm going to do is now reassemble the gun. I might want to put a little bit more up in here. So we've got plenty more of silicone to go through. Alright, so now we're going to put the gun back together. So, first things first, got the barrel. Now this might be a little bit tricky because now it's all up. It's going to be hard to put in. Oh, crap. Did that the wrong way. Oops. Alright, so now we got that in. Just spray it a little bit more. Alright, that should be enough. Alright. Put the pin back in. As you can hear, it's a little bit smoother now. You know, if you dry tested it earlier, you know, it might have been a little bit better. Now, if you listen, it's gonna perform much better now, especially out in the field when you're using it. Now, my suggestion is, like I said, you know, if you're just shooting it out in the backyard for a few minutes, clean it once every 3 or 4 times after an airsoft or a skirmish, however you like to call it. You want to clean it after the match. You want to take it to the internals and just do what I just did. And you might want to get a cloth just to clean out the externals, and make sure that, you know, you might want to leave it out a little bit on some paper in case there's any more silicone that's outside. But you know, right now my gun's pretty lubed up pretty well. I think I put a little bit more than I'm supposed to. Well, in all fairness, it's better safe than sorry. Silver Ghost out.